Good morning, Dutchman.
Good morning, Dutchman.
Today is Monday, December 9th. We are still in Moscow, and it is playoff season here with Dutchman Fantasy. Very exciting first week. I think I got my highest score of the season so far. And football was exciting this week too. Lots of unexpected wins, and thankfully some that were expected. I'm definitely glad that we were just talking about the Giants. The Packers beat the Redskins. Talking about the Giants because the Giants are playing the Eagles this week, which we'll talk more about here in a bit.
See.
Yeah, only 4 games to cover this week. With the whole playoff thing, so that's be a quick one. Let's take a look. Starting off with the losers bracket, we have Squeak motherfucker taking on the Party Rages On. Squeak looks like he's already got the win wrapped up here against Tom Butler, winning currently 86-73 with a player to go. Tom Butler also has a player to go in the Eagles' defense, but being down by 13 points, it's unlikely they'll be able to make up the difference, plus whatever Miles Sanders scores. Looks like Squeak left a 30-point player on the bench, but not a huge deal since looks like he's got this one wrapped up. Squeak will be bowing out of the Sacko in round 1, and for Tom Butler, the party rages on. Looks like ball fondlers have really handled Brett Favre's penis. Unfortunately for James and Connor, they didn't play Drew Brees this week, which would have netted them 27 points, at least making their first round in the Sacko a little more interesting. As it is, I currently have about a 38-point lead over them with a player to go, so we can say that I'm going to win this one as well. So I will be dropping out of the Sacko after round 1. James and Connor will be going up against Tiller next week, and Blastoise will be taking on Kenny. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual playoff bracket. Looking at the Young Hoes versus Fueled by Jägermeister, this one is currently close, with Lou only leading by about 3 points. Unfortunately, he's done for the week, and Chris still has 2 players to go. Lewis has a pretty average week, but unfortunately with a -6 coming from the Saints and 18 points left on the bench, it's unlikely that he's going to take the win here. Chris, on the other hand, played Adam Thielen, who's been ruled out for the week, but still managed to get himself 69 thanks to the help of Young Ho Koo, kicker, his infamous kicker, who got him 18 points as the Falcons beat the Panthers. Lewis will be joining Squeak and I in Fantasy Purgatory, where we watch and I guess, just suffer through the rest of the season. And finally, we have No Sleep Till Maryland versus the Park City Patrol. Kurt is currently winning by about 10 points over Semi. Unfortunately, they both have 1 player to go. Unfortunately, it's Carson Wentz for Kurt and Zach Ertz for Semi, meaning that every time Semi gets points, so does Kurt. It's unlikely, I think, that Semi's going to be able to make up the difference going into tomorrow night's game, but who knows? It's possible. This would definitely be the game to watch. The winner of this game will move on to play Geb in the semifinals, and the loser will also join Lewis, myself, and Squeak in Purgatory. And now, moving on to the most interesting segment of the week, Vika's weekly predictions. Hello, Vika.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Pretty exciting Monday night matchup.
Да.
Any thoughts?
Well, first of all, Will, Giants are playing Eagles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What if someone doesn't know? Like me. But I know. So anyway, yeah, I think that this week Eagles are gonna win for sure, and Squeak's gonna be really happy because because in general they're just doing a lot better than Giants do, and also their wide receiver is back. So this is a good sign. I think they're gonna do a lot better with him than without him. So yeah. That's it. I mean, I don't have much to say about this game. I just think that Eagles are stronger, and their strong players back. So if they lose, that's their own fucking problem.
Well, it's playoff season here at Dutchmen Fantasy. If we look at the playoff bracket for us here, we have 6 teams still vying for first place. So far, it looks like we have Kurt,
Winning.
who's winning, and we have Krish, who I think you know. You know Krish.
No, of course.
Of course. And Lewis.
I know Lewis.
As well as the Park City Patrol, Semi.
Yeah, I know Sammy.
Yeah. So those 4 teams are playing this week. And then we also have Geb, who's down there at the bottom, who has a bye week. And we have Colin, who's up at the top, also has a bye week. Which means that they're moving on to the next round automatically. And I guess I'm coming to you here, Vika. Who do you think's going to win?
Wait, so all the teams that are not don't have the bye week are playing one game?
Yes.
Well, you didn't prepare me for this. I don't know who's playing who.
Well, you can see it right there. So Kurt is playing Semi, Lou is playing Krish, and then Colin and Geb have byes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So who do you think is going to win the whole thing? This isn't like a weekly prediction. This is a 3-weekly prediction.
I don't know. Who's the young host?
That's Krish.
Go, Chris. You're losing more than anyone else. I believe in you. There needs to be someone who supports you. I'll be that person.
Okay. Vika going with Krish and Young Ho Koo to win the fantasy playoffs. One more thing, hold on. Continuing the special edition of Vika's predictions, we're going to take a look at the Sacko. Vika, we have 4 teams left in the loser bracket.
No.
Next week we have Tiller versus James, and we have Blastoise versus Kenny.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to lose it all?
Kenny. Sorry, Kenny. I mean, you're better to be first at something than just lost somewhere in the middle, because this way no one's going to remember who you are. But if you lose everything and do the punishment, they're going to be like, remember Kenny doing this crazy shit that the winner made up for him? So it's better.
There you go.
Stay positive. Go, Kenny.
Stay positive, Kenny. Tank it for us. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of week 1 of the playoffs. See you guys next week.
Bye.